Welcome to MSU Inside Out. I'm Matt Huffman.
And I'm Briley Boyce.
And we are on the big episode 10. That's
wow,
right.
10 already.
The semester is flying by as we start to look forward to the light at the end of the tunnel, I guess you would call it. But big episode tonight. Why don't you tell me who you're interviewing?
Well, tonight I'm interviewing the one and only Larry Overstreet from the Minot State football team.
Okay. I'm going to be following that up with an interview with Chad Gifford, the director of the Rock of Ages show coming up for the MSU Summer Theater.
Summer Theater. It's almost summer. We're already out in...
It feels like it's almost summer. It's kind of stuffy in the studio, but then we have Lane with the local news. You know, he's hiding back there. We weren't gonna show him right away, but he's there. And we'll have Julio with sports, and then
we'll have a new weatherman today.
And
you're looking at him.
Oh. I promise it'll be better than last time, but we're just going to jump right into it with a little talk about the 10-minute showcase plays that are going on tonight, actually.
Yeah, it actually started last night, and the second showing is tonight, 7:30. It's going to be a great time. This guy right here is involved with it.
Uh-oh.
So it's my first time ever doing something like that.
I don't know if we're allowed to solicit on air. Is that
I don't know. It's free.
Okay, there we go. As long as it's free, we're good. Okay.
Minot State campus players is currently in the middle of their 10-minute showcase. Last night was day one of the 2-day showcase. There are 4 plays, and each one is written by either a current student or an alum. All of the actors and directors involved are current MSU students. The final showcase is tonight at 7:30 in the Black Box Theater in Hartnett Hall. One of the plays does have mature content addressing domestic violence. Those thinking of attending should be aware of that, as there is no intermission during the production. Admission is free and open to the public as well, but free will donations are accepted by campus players. Hard times can strike unexpectedly, but with the help of friends and family, Autumn Roll shows us how one family weathers the storm.
This fun, playful room belongs to a vibrant 10-year-old girl named Journey. She loves reading, the color purple, and
lots of owls.
But recently, Journey has been spending most of her time at the University of Minnesota's Children's Hospital, where she undergoes daily chemotherapy.
Being a smaller girl, she doesn't let things like that limit her. I mean, she does everything that any other 10-year-old girl would do.
Journey has a rare brain tumor that began to affect her vision in late 2016. As a result, high travel and medical expenses forced the Russ family to split up. Journey and her mom moved to Minnesota while her dad and her 2 sisters stayed in Minot. However, members of the community are taking many steps to help the Russ family.
A couple of times Tina and Jay were like, thank you for helping. I'm like, but you know what? If it was me, you guys would be there too.
Heather Colombo hosted a vendor fair and silent auction a few months back and continues to encourage the community to do their part in helping the family. The next upcoming fundraiser for Journey is a benefit concert featuring Danny Elvis. It will take place May 6, 2017. For KMSU Channel 19, I'm Autumn Roll.
Tickets for the concert can be purchased at Jacobson Music or the Prairie Federal Credit Union. Phones are used for hundreds of different things every day. Minot Broadcasting students are about to use them for one more. Most people associate phones with staying connected to the important people in their lives. The Minot State Broadcasting Department is about to learn one more use.
When we went to the MBJA conference, we talked about how you can make videos on your phone, either via iPhone or I guess any Samsung phone. The quality is just the same as what you would see on a regular HD camera. Because of Wiggett's initiative, the Minot State Broadcasting Department will be borrowing a few new toys. Dakota Division, and we will be receiving one 360 camera along with one LG phone and tablet so that we can learn how to videotape on that and just make, I guess, packages out of that. Other students say they are also interested in the incoming equipment.
To get a jump start on a new technology that will affect communications is really a nice experience.
With a little bit of practice, it's really easy to learn how to use your phone professionally. With KMSU Inside Out, I'm Lane Sarston. The students have the equipment for a total of 45 days before they will be returning it to Verizon. The Boom Slam open mic event is this Sunday. This is going to be Minot's 5th teen poetry slam. Students from MSU, local high schools, and the local community partners will be participating. It is also a competition. All of the participants will have the opportunity to win various prizes. It all kicks off at 2 p.m. in the MSU Beaver Dam. Hey, how's it going, Briley? So I was mentioning the play earlier, but I know you have something going on at around 7 here.
Yep, what time is your...
7:30.
Oh, well, at 7 o'clock at the Herb Parker Stadium, our Minot State football team's having their spring game. And today, I have Minot State's very own starting running back, Larry Overstreet, who will be in action at 7 o'clock tonight on the Herb Parker Stadium, like I said. So thank you for being with us today, Larry. How are you doing today?
I'm doing good, ready to fly around.
Yep. How have you been today knowing that showtime is already in less than 2 hours?
I'm pretty excited, really. It's the last practice, so I'm ready to get out there.
So you didn't play all season last year, and this coming season will be your very last one. How are you and how have you been preparing for the fall?
I've been preparing mentally, just because something I didn't play last year because I was ineligible academically, just because how things with the previous season, my sister died. So I basically just started going to school and draw for a lot of classes, so that made me ineligible for last season. But other than that, I got my head on straight. I'm ready to go for my last year.
So you're all ready and you're excited. You already graduate next spring?
Yes, ma'am.
That's exciting. Well, to switch gears, you started your collegiate career at Fresno City Junior College in California, then went back to your home state of Florida to Bethune-Cookman University, that's a Division I college, and then came to Minot State. Why did you leave Division I?
I left because of personal reasons. I had a son, so I basically just gave up football to take care of my son. I felt that was like a bigger issue. Him being from California, went back to California and just made a home and took care of my son.
Oh, how old is your son now?
He's 3. He'll be 4 in July.
And where is he now? Is he in Minot?
Yeah, he's here in Minot with me.
So he'll be your biggest cheerleader tonight?
Yeah, definitely.
Being at Minot State, entirely different from California and Florida, how long did it take for you to adjust to everything? The weather, the smaller town?
Not too long, honestly. The town I'm from is actually small too, and I love traveling, so it really didn't. So I meshed real well with the town.
What has been the hardest part about moving to Minot?
The cold. Being from Florida, it's hot year round, but the cold here is like, man, that's the hardest part, only part about it.
Do you get to go home a lot usually?
I really don't go back home to Florida because I like traveling, so I either go to California or Utah, so I really go back to Florida like that.
Do you travel outside of the states, like countries?
I've been to Canada. I just recently been to Canada.
Oh, that's a different country.
Yeah, so that's about it. That's really about it.
So do you plan on leaving Minot right away after you graduate next year, or what are your plans after college?
I actually want to stay, get into my master's and become a GA here, so I feel like I'll be here for a while.
Mastering in what?
Probably kinesiology.
Oh.
Yeah.
Very, very hard.
Yeah.
And so do you think you'll ever try to go pro after college?
I hope so. I mean, I set up the pro day and stuff. I got connection with friends in the Canadian League. So if that opportunity presents itself, then yeah.
Okay. Have you ever done any combines before? So for any professional events or anything like that?
No, not professional. But I mean, coming out of junior college for like big D1 schools and stuff, it was like almost like a mini combine. But as far as it got.
Speaking of Division I, how was it being at Bethune-Cookman? I mean, being a Division I school and a HBCU, how was that playing over there?
Basically, like coming from JUCO, you be that big fish with small fishes in a little pond. Now you got a big fish with other big fishes in a big pond. So being there, it was like it's really competitive. So that's how it really was to me, how I felt about it.
So were you only there for a year?
Yeah, I was only there for a year.
Do you think that prepared you at all for now or for your future, like mentally or anything that you have planned for your future?
It did, basically just because my life been a roller coaster, but it really did having to take that time off and being here now, so back on track.
When do you think that you'll start trying out for the pro league and that kind of
Right after this season.
Oh.
I feel like it's going to be a big season for me. So, right after this season.
What are you looking forward to the most for the fall?
Just being back on the field with the fellas, honestly. So just being around my teammates. I love my teammates, and just being around those guys and just change the culture around here.
Yeah.
Why not?
So if you could leave with one legacy, what would you want to leave for your lasting impression as Larry Overstreet?
I was that guy that was one of the stepping stones for the future players to come in, and just like I said, we're rebuilding the culture here, just being different and leaning to something positive. So that's how I feel.
New coach, new future, new ideas, new goals.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I wish you the best of luck. Thank you for coming and being on the show, and I wish you the best of luck tonight. Even though you're just playing against your other teammates, I hope you crush it. I'll go for your side. But up next, we have a special guest talking about summer theater, Julio with some news about some of the last sports still standing, and some weather on the up and up with Matt after these underwriters.
All-American Trophies for all your screen printing and embroidery needs.
ArtMain, women's clothing, accessories, and art supplies located 13 Main Street, South Minot.
Buffalo Wings and Rings, the sports restaurant experience, located in South Minot.
Badlands Bar and Grill, everyone's welcome and is our special guest, located in Southwest Minot.
Fiance Bridal, located in downtown Minot or shop online.
KCJB, 9:10 a.m., Minot's news and information station.
Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports, located in 3820 South Broadway.
KIZZ-FM, Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
Mix 99.9, Minot's best music mix.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream, good times to be together.
KRRZ, 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KZTR 105.3 The Fox, Minot's rock station.
Jacobson Music, a family-owned business with 3 locations in Dickinson, Bismarck, and Minot.
KYYX, 97 Kicks FM, Minot's hot new country.
MSU Beaver Hockey. Visit us online at msubeaverhockey.com or on Facebook and Twitter.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
MSU Theater Department, offering the highest quality of entertainment at Minot State.
Ford Communication brings employers, retailers, and other professionals from the Midwest to connect under one roof.
MSU Bookstore for all of your school supplies and MSU gear, located on campus.
Red and Green, Minot State's official student-run newspaper.
Magic City Hoagies, a locally owned sandwich shop, located in Southwest Minot. Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, and beer, located at Beaver Ridge Plaza.
Mike Blessum, State Farm Insurance Agent at 11th Avenue, Southwest Minot.
Taco John's, offering fresh tacos, burritos, nachos, and breakfast.
Welcome back to MSU Inside Out. With the end of the semester rapidly approaching and the temperatures rising, we start to look towards summer. And joining me this evening is Chad Gifford, one of the directors of the MSU Summer Theater. How are you doing tonight, Chad?
I'm doing great.
So, we know you're directing the Rock of Ages coming up. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that? Give us a little preview of the show before we get...
Sure. Well, Rock of Ages, there is a movie that was an adaptation of it with Tom Cruise, and the show is almost nothing like that.
Okay.
So we'll get that out of the way.
This is a disclaimer right there.
Yeah, right away. It is kind of an homage to 80s music. Mm-hmm. It's all music that you'll recognize if you're a fan of rock music from back then. And the story is fairly simple. It's the story of a bar that launched a bunch of careers that's about to close for money, and they decide to do one more concert. And there's love, and there's loss, and everybody lives happily ever after. Standard musical.
Hey, well, there you go. So what's your favorite piece from that work? Your favorite song?
Boy, there's a lot of really fun things, but I have the fortune of casting my son in the show as well, and he's going to be singing "Hit Me With Your Best Shot."
Oh,
so I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
So, aside from Rock of Ages, what other shows can we look forward to this summer?
We've got a pretty good lineup this summer. We have Wizard of Oz, which hasn't been done since the early 90s.
Wow.
Here.
What the heck, am I not slacking?
Yeah, well, it just seemed like the right time for it, so giving that a shot. Dr. Hailey Smith is bringing back Midsummer Night's Dream, which she did here just a couple years ago. She's going to reimagine it once again and try to make that some fun. And then we're doing a kids show of Alice in Wonderland, which is only going to have middle school age kids in it.
Interesting, getting the whole community kind of involved.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not just an MSU thing. So
we have a pretty big mix of ages from 4th grade all the way up to, boy, I probably shouldn't call out any of our senior citizens involved, but they're pretty old.
It's okay. I'm 26, so they give me a hard time on the show all the time, so it's okay. So kind of getting into a little more rockier subject, the budget cuts that are going on around campus, how's that kind of affected the summer theater program?
Well, it was pretty scary for a while, and there's still a lot of fear about things. Mostly it just delayed what we were going to do. We have a lot of really good support in the community who have stepped up and given some donations. And we've made a handful of adjustments to the show. Part of the reason we're doing the children's show is we're partnering with a local group.
Okay.
We're helping to cover the cost for some of those things. So we made a few adjustments, but honestly, I don't think our audiences will see anything different from what we've always done before.
That's really good. So any extra fundraising that had to be done aside from the partnering, like you mentioned?
Well, there's a performance happening here early May that some of the theater kids have taken upon themselves to try and just fund for the theater department in general to help with summer theater. We've made some adjustments to the ticket prices. They'll be just a little bit more than we have in the past, but we're still the cheapest place in town.
Hey, there you go.
So, yeah, things like that. Otherwise, no, I think we're going to make things work as it is.
So I have from a very reliable source that you have a very interesting license plate as well.
Well, I'm a big fan of Shakespeare.
That's what
yes,
I'm told.
If you see me, you'll see Shakespeare on the license there.
What's your favorite piece by Shakespeare?
Boy, that's a tough one.
Open the can of worms.
Yeah, I mean, I could talk about Shakespeare all day, but really, it's hard not to go back to Hamlet.
Alas, poor Yorick.
It's a solid show, and there's so much you can talk about with it.
Well, is there anything else you'd like to add tonight, Chad?
Well, I think, we will start June 1st, we'll start taking reservations, and based on the way that things have gone the last couple of years, I highly encourage people to make those calls early on so they can get seats before we sell out.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you for joining us tonight, Chad, and be sure everyone to go check out Rock of Ages coming up. What's the official opening day for that?
Rock of Ages is our last show of the summer, so that'll actually come middle of July.
Well, there you go. Well, middle of July. So what's the first one then?
First show for the summer is going to be Midsummer Night's Dream.
Okay, Midsummer Night's Dream. Go that one first, and then Rock of Ages later.
Yes, that's
and all the ones
order.
in between.
Indeed.
All right, so Julio, here we're talking about baseball a little bit tonight and what's going on.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be talking about baseball. Let me just get right to it. Today we're going to talk about baseball. Minot State's baseball team traveled last week to Minnesota for a 4-game showdown against University of Minnesota Duluth. The first 2 games last week on Saturday were really tough, as for the first time all season, Minot State University baseball couldn't generate enough offense to win as the Beavers fell in both games. The Beavers fell in game 1, 3-1, and dropped the second game, losing 5-4. Due to the forecast, the Beavers had to move their second set of games against Minnesota Duluth at Central Lakes Community College in Brainerd, Minnesota. Minot State University's week included with much of the same as the Beavers split a pair of Northern Sun Intercollegiate Conference games against Minnesota Duluth Sunday at Central Lakes Field. The Beavers won Game 1, 11-2, behind another strong pitching performance from Mark LeCroix, but couldn't finish off a sweep, falling 11-4 in the series finale. Last night, the Beavers fell twice in the final inning as the Beavers dropped a pair of games to St. Cloud State in the NSIC baseball game at Corbett Field. The Beavers came with a strike of upsetting the Huskies in Game 1, but ended up giving up 5 runs to the top of the 7th to lose 8-6 and couldn't get one more big hit in the 9th and 10th innings in Game 2, dropping a 3-2 extra inning contest. I was able to catch up with Coach Scott Ewell to talk about this season. The team. Is there any plans or strategies you're going to take back to pace?
Yeah, we did start off on a really good pace. We're playing really well. We're still a young team as far as learning how to win, and the guys are still working pretty hard as far as all that goes. And our brand of baseball is a really fast, athletic, and a hard-working kind, and we kind of got away from that a little bit. So we need to get back to that and just making the routine plays defensively. And I think once we do that, we're going to get back on track.
MSU's baseball team will try to come back and perform as they have a 4-game set against rival University of Mary on the weekend. The Beavers will host Alumni Day and honor its senior Saturday and finishes off the home portion of its schedule Sunday. Game times both days are set for 12 and 2:30 p.m. at Corbett Field. The Minot State track and field team season is coming close to an end as they are 2 meets away from conference finals. The Beavers track team travels to Jamestown this weekend for the University of Jamestown Owl Castle Relays. Minot State softball team was close from earning a road sweep but settled for a split with the extra inning rally in Game 2 at Upper Iowa in the NSIC softball game Saturday at A-Show Complex. The Beavers scored 5 runs and had 2 on with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. They still couldn't finish as they lost 7-6 in Game 1, but were able to rally for 2 runs in the top of the 8th to earn a 4-2 win in Game 2. Last week, the Minot State softball team also played against Winona State. The Beavers out-hit Winona State in Game 1, but couldn't get a run, falling 3-0. Winona State tossed a 2-hitter and outscored MSU 8-0 in 5 innings. The Beavers traveled to Northern State for a midweek matchup Wednesday, starting at 2 and 4 p.m. in Aberdeen, South Dakota. So as we're getting closer to the end of the season, all sports are gone. There's not much I can talk about anymore.
I mean, it's winding down definitely as we come to the end of the semester, but you know, it's still good to see the baseball team and the softball team still out there cracking some bats. You know, a couple tough losses there this week, but
definitely.
Softball team still split, so you know, you take what you can get. But still to come tonight on MSU Inside Out, we'll have myself with the weather, and we'll still have our song of the week, and I'll look forward to our 1-hour season finale next week.
All-American Trophies for all your screen printing and embroidery needs.
ArtMain, women's clothing, accessories, and art supplies located 13 Main Street, South Minot.
Buffalo Wings and Rings, the sports restaurant experience, located in South Minot.
Badlands Bar and Grill. Everyone's welcome and is our special guest. Located in Southwest Minot.
Fiancé Bridal, located in downtown Minot or shop online.
KCJB, 9:10 a.m., Minot's news and information station.
Buffalo Wild Wings. Wings, beer, sports. Located in 3820 South Broadway.
KIZZ FM, Z94, Minot's only station for today's hit music.
Mix 99.9, Minot's best music mix.
Happy Joe's Pizza and Ice Cream. Good times to be together.
KRRZ, 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KZTR 105.3 The Fox, Minot's rock station.
Jacobson Music, a family-owned business with 3 locations in Dickinson, Bismarck, and Minot.
KYYX, 97 Kicks FM, Minot's hot new country.
MSU Beaver Hockey. Visit us online at msubeaverhockey.com or on Facebook and Twitter.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
MSU Theater Department, offering the highest quality of entertainment at Minot State.
Ford Communication brings employers, retailers, and other professionals from the Midwest to connect under one roof.
MSU Bookstore for all of your school supplies and MSU gear, located on campus.
Red and Green, Minot State's official student-run newspaper.
Magic City Hoagies, a locally owned sandwich shop, located in Southwest Minot. Spicy Pie, pizza, grinders, and beer, located at Beaver Ridge Plaza.
Mike Blessum, State Farm Insurance Agent at 11th Avenue Southwest Minot.
Taco John's, offering fresh tacos, burritos, nachos, and breakfast.
Welcome back. I'm Briley Boyce.
I'm Matt Huffman.
And last week for weather, we saw snow on the forecast, but this week's forecast looks a touch more like summer. So I'm not sure exactly how this week's forecast is going to go, but what do you have for us today?
I can tell you that it's going to look a lot better. So let's just jump right into it as we head to today's almanac. We have the maximum temperature of 52 degrees. The record is 85 degrees in 1910. We see the minimum temperature was the record low of -1 in 1922. So they had a lot colder back then compared to how we have it now. And going into right now in Minot, We have a sunny 51 degrees, feels like 46, winds out of the north-northeast at 11 miles per hour. Moving into our statewide forecast, we see Williston is kind of cloudy, got a little clouds going on, courtesy of the nice graphic there, with a high of 50 and a low of 29. Dickinson is sunny with a high of 51 and a low of 25. We move to the big Minot, North Dakota, with a temperature of, I don't know where my hand's going, but it's going to Minot now. 51 degrees with a low of 27. Bismarck is also sunny, 53 degrees with a low of 28. Grand Forks is cloudy and cold. Take that, East River. But we see their temperature of 41 and a low of 27. Also, we see Fargo at 36 degrees for the high and a low of 26 and partly cloudy. So they got a little sunlight over in Fargo, but not as much as we have here. So Minot showing strong. We're gonna move into our extended forecast now. So looking at the extended forecast for the week at Minot, we see Friday we have a high of 55, sunny, and a low of 31. Saturday it is 62 degrees with a low of 38, partly cloudy. Sunday we'll see sunshine all Sunday with 64 degrees as our high and a low of 39. And Monday we'll see partly cloudy with a high of 59 and a low of 41.
That's only your second time doing it.
I know, it's the second time doing weather. I mean, I figured Alex would not show, but
yeah.
Sometimes you just gotta put on the big kid pants and cast the weather, I guess. I don't know.
Hey, you're already almost pro, so.
Hey, there you go. I'm not gonna be gunning for any full-time weather positions anytime soon, but.
Do you plan on doing anything since it's gonna be a lot sunnier this weekend, or what?
I mean, I'll mostly spend all weekend looking at a computer for finals coming up, for a lot of graphic design action, a lot of business action, little consumer behaviors. What about you? What do you got going on this weekend?
Actually, I might have the same thing. I have a lot of marketing homework. I have an entire final project that has to be from 20 to 25 pages long.
Ooh.
I know, ouch. But I mean, I'll get outside for sure and enjoy the sun while we have it. I mean, summer's already in 2 weeks. Definitely excited for that.
Yeah, and a big shout out to the seniors that are graduating this week. In the art department, we had the 6 seniors actually showing their portfolios, so it was kind of their capstone experience last night. It was really good to have them have come out and kind of present what they've been working on this whole time.
Yep, and for us, for next week, to wrap up our show this semester, we'll have an hour-long production.
Once again, we want to thank all our interviewees, Chad Gifford, for coming and talking to us about MSU Summer Theater. And
yep, Larry Overstreet, thank you for being on the show today, and I wish you luck tonight.
And last but not least, our song of the week is Good Man by Devour the Day. I'm Matt Huffman.
And I'm Briley Boyce.
Thank you for watching MSU Inside Out.